we have Siobhan, who is a complete beginner. I had a call with her about 10 days ago to help her actually set up her MetaTrader 4 account to deposit into her Vantage account. And that's how much of a beginner she was. She didn't have a clue. She started trading on Monday of last week. We're now on Monday the 25th. I believe she started trading on Monday the 18th, and she has made over £4,000.
No limit or ban?
No discrimination, not at all.
Absolutely.
Love.
Obviously, I'm kicking myself because I originally was involved in crypto. I've never heard of it, any trading to this year. To me, if you wanted to trade, you had to be in Wall Street flagging your piece of paper. I didn't know any about this online stuff. I worked with vulnerable children, so totally different world. When I first came across you, I remember I was eager. But because I'd lost a lot of money in a scam, I was very dubious and scared. But for some reason, I kept coming back and kept coming back. And I thought, well, because another one had asked me to give them the money and they trade for you.
Yeah, you have to be careful with those types. No, they don't end well.
Yeah, so I thought, no. And eventually, I got there. Last Monday was my first day. And you know me, Shane, I don't even know a break even yet. I keep trying to look up what a pip is. So we're talking somebody with so basic knowledge, it's untrue. If you remember, the first day, I made £1,000. That is more than my monthly pension. And okay, I made some mistakes during the week, but we still pulled in over, was it over £2,000 last week?
Yeah, I think the screenshot you sent to me was 2,300 altogether.
No, that's today.
Oh, you made
No,
2,300
that's
today?
today.
Oh my
That's
God. I thought that was for the week.
No. So what's 1,500 take away 599? And then, that I sent you.
That's a bracket basically. So you started with 1,500 and your balance was 599.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Well, I pressed history today and I pressed day. That's what it come up to, 3. That's today's. That's what I'm saying. You were flying them out today that fast. I missed the Euro AUD and I cannot believe I missed it.
Yeah, you can't catch all the trades. As a beginner, you try and get into every trade, but you're going to miss some. But overall, you came out on top, well on top.
When I'm on days out and I know I'm traveling and things like that, but while I'm here, like I've told you, I've set the alarm for 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. I said, well, if I'm out and about during the day, I can catch the ones in the middle of the night because I can sleep when the fancy takes me, but that 2,300 and something. So that's what 8 threes are 20, nearly one day, 3 times my pension for a month.
You should be extremely proud of yourself. You've done extremely well. And, obviously you're copy trading, but at the same time, you've been disciplined. You've taken your profits at the right time. You've closed the losing trades at the right time. And because they haven't all been winners, to be honest, but
No,
you've done really well.
you guys do the work, and like you say, I copy, but I'm absolutely, as they say, the numbers don't lie, Shane. The numbers speak for themselves.
100%.
What I sent you today, because I know you normally look for them on a Friday, but I sent that. I thought, I'm doing the testimonial today. What a day. Here is my second Monday, and I missed a trade.
It's a good thing we didn't do it yesterday. Remember, he was going to have this call yesterday.
In my head, I thought, it's bank holiday Monday. They won't be trading. And then it was like bang, bang, bang. When I got the first ping this morning at about 3 o'clock, yeah, they don't do bank holidays, traders. I think, they say the numbers don't lie. They're there. They speak for themselves. And then, like you say, am I doing the right thing? Am I not? Because I'm doing it on my own. I don't know anybody else who's doing it. I've no friends, no relations, nobody. And I just thought you were showing me putting up what people have been earning. Is it true? Is it not true? Well, it was my account. Nobody has access to my account. It's my MetaTrader. Go for it, Siobhan, and try it. It took me 6 months and I'm kicking myself, but yes, well, you put these 2 Mondays together, couple of days, 3 or 4 pensions, it's just, and that's all I was looking for initially was some extra pocket money, because I've got twin granddaughters and you children, Shay. So
So I'm gonna spend a bit of the money on them. Or all of us.
Was all.
Yeah.
You know, when you go to an ice cream place and 3 ice creams are £16, you know, it's like, where's my 50p ice cream gone? Because it's been a long time since I've taken children out. And I'm realising 50, 60, £70, you know, and I'm like, well, I've got to do something because the pension's not going to buy them ice creams. And then I'm looking at something like this,
Yeah.
you know, like I say, I think you said 0.4, so I chanced 0.5. Maximising my leverage, I think.
Yeah.
On 0.5, I'm at the maximum. I do like to go maximum.
I feel like you keep your emotions to one side as well when trading. Emotions we've had, which is a skill that many traders take years to learn.
There was that one bad one I had last Thursday. I didn't understand it when to close it. Must have been down about £800-900. A lot of, you know, it was a lot of money. I didn't understand when to close it, you know, and it can be devastating. And you can think, throw the book at it. But again, you know, it doesn't grow on trees. You've got to work at it. You know there's risks, and for that 800 loss, next day I think I made 1,000, and today 2,500. So I knew I was going to be busy on Friday, and I could miss the trades, and the trades were all in profit. So I actually, you might have seen it when I sent you the thing. I closed them. I said, no, I'll take the profit now because I don't want Paul to go out close, and I knew I mightn't be available. So learning to do something sensible like that. If I am, I think I was going into the jacuzzi. So and I knew, so I said, right, well, there's no way I'm going to follow it in the jacuzzi, and they were all on lovely and blue. So I said, right, lovely and positive. I'll close them.
Close it.
So well,
because you don't want to be out and you have to worry and you're looking at your phone thinking about your trades. If you're busy, take your block, get on with your day. There's this mistake. It's the next day, you know?
Yeah. Well, like say, when you've say had a tough life and money's not always been easy and you've always been unlucky, there is that worry. What's the catch? What's going to happen? Is he going to be able to come in and take it all behind me back? You do double think. Then you think, no, this is mine. It's in my name. You know, because it is like too good to be true.
Yeah.
Jane,
What
isn't
we
it?
need to do now, the next call we need to have is show you how to withdraw it into your bank account. So, I think you should take a withdrawal, withdraw some money and enjoy it because you deserve.
No, not yet. Not yet. No.
What are you doing for? What's the goal then?
Well, it started off by buying the children ice creams and things. And
Took the money for us. Can you withdraw?
yeah, well, no. I've upped it now that you're doing so well, Shane. I've upped it to a caravan in Wales.
Nice.
So that's my next one. Well, I will be taking some out, obviously, because see, I have a house in Bulgaria. So I go there quite a bit. It needs quite a bit of work doing on it. Well, you know yourself, Shane, if you take it out, it's going to go like that. I've got 1,000 things to do. Obviously, it's working out how to do it in the most tax efficient way. That's the painful thing I've got to work out as well.
That's true.
You know, that sort of worries me, how I'm going to minimise that in the most, like you say, you've just got to learn how to do it in the most tax efficient way. So, no, at the moment, I have got some money coming in from that's been owed to me from a business that I've managed to get back. So I'm very, very happy to compound it now and let's make some decent. I mean, you know, 1,000 a day, 2,000 a day is beyond my wildest dreams. You know, I remember a testimonial where he was saying, if I can earn 500 a day, and I'm like, are you having a laugh? £500 a day?
You've doubled it.
In a day. But today was very, very busy. I mean, maybe you've had busier days, but like I say, I missed a trade. I thought, hold on a minute, hold on. You were like bang, 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 bang. They were just flying all over the place, weren't they?
They were coming in today, they were.
Oh, they were, and you were getting them out today. Bang, 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 bang. So what can I say? I mean, it must be, if it's 5-9, it's 4,000 in, well, 6 days. Yeah.
Yeah, so you started with 1,500, it's at 5,900, 4,300-ish.
In 6 days. And that's what me closing ones early, that I wouldn't be there for the shout, missing calls. But I know I do get up on the early ones. Not everybody's going to do that. But again, it's another service you give.
Yeah.
A lot of us golden oldies to be up a lot at night, you know.
This is in different parts of the world as well. So it's gonna be our morning is gonna be their afternoon or their evening. So
Yeah.
you
To give that service as well, Shane, is quite amazing. Because when I first seen the early morning calls, I thought, oh, it's another South African bloody company. I thought, no. And then I realised, yeah. Because I remember there was this South African company trying to get me, oh, we'll teach you every day. We have a lesson every day. Every day we'll have a lesson. Till I realised the lessons every day were like at 4 a.m., So I said, yeah. So but then I realised what you were doing and the service that you were giving. But like I say, I didn't know one end of it from another. Never heard of MetaTrader. Still don't know what sort of an account I've got. I hear prop accounts, but don't know what I've
no, so no,
but it worked.
you're trading with real live funds, real money, no prop firm, no simple funds, no challenge phases, no demo phases. You're trading with real live money.
Yeah, with my own money and it's me. So I don't really know if somebody was watching this. What could I say? If you don't try it, you won't know. Make me out a liar, If you lose in the first week, I'm happy to fund it, but you give me your winnings in the first week.
Say it wasn't fun. Everybody has to learn.
Yeah. See, I don't know. I think, I have a master's degree, so I think I've got a reasonable level of education. But when you start seeing these lines of support and resistance and this and that, and my head spins with it, Shane. It absolutely spins with it. I didn't even know what Forex was. I didn't have a clue. Forex, no. I was into the crypto, but so many different mentors, so many different teachings. They're going on about liquidity and volume and like, well, how are you supposed... It was just, I think, too many mentors, too many different strategies. And it made me think I was as thick as a ditch. When I know I'm not, but
Yeah, I think a lot of mentors and a lot of trading gurus out there, they try and overcomplicate things. It doesn't really have to be so complicated. What we get our service, we simply just provide trade ideas and people can take those trade ideas and make money. It's literally this. So
it is that simple. It's frightening. And, then if you want to go off and learn it yourself, you can, but you're earning while you're learning. But I'm very, very happy with what I'm doing. It's like I say, you've got to have that frame of mind to understand it. And it's very, very hard to get somebody who can train you right. They'll say, oh, when it comes to this, you do that. But why? What is, they don't tell you the bits that you need to know. You need to know why something is doing something. And I think they have their own methods in their teaching. And I take my hat off to you, Shane, to learn it. How long have you been trading now?
I started in the first lockdown, so 2020, around March 2020. I started, so about 5 years. So over 5 years, 5.5 years.
That was a good time to start, actually.
It was. There's only so much Netflix and YouTube you can, sitting around watching Netflix. I thought I better do something constructive at this time because this 3 times, it's not going to come around again.
Well, I would never have known any of this because I was a Facebook person and my logic was, well, I don't need TikTok and Instagram as well. I only need one. But then for some reason I flipped to TikTok and that's when I started hearing crypto. I still don't even remember how I contacted you, Shane, but I'm sitting there.
Months ago, I think you might have saw one of my videos on YouTube and you emailed me, I think, obviously we're in August now, you emailed me in March or April.
Yeah, so it was that long. Yeah.
Yeah, March, April. We had a brief conversation via email. Then I didn't hear from you for a few months, but you was actually watching in the background.
Oh, I was. And every time then I'd go in, there was something stupid on my account that it wouldn't let me do. And I managed that and then something else. But I was leaving time because it was like, is it going to be another letdown, But what I like is, these ones, I know I can guarantee you make no promises. You say there'll be wins and there'll be losses.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
Well, when your wins are 2,334 in a day, £1,000 in a day. Well, you seen what I put in? I put in £1,500, which is a lot of money to me. No,
That's a lot of money to most people.
Yeah, it's a lot of money. It's like 2 pension months,
Mm.
And it's now, what did we say? 4,200.
In profit. So your balance now is around 1,800.
No, 992.
2,992, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm £8 and £8 tomorrow morning at 3 o'clock, and I'll be going over 6,000. That's
It's amazing. So what made you put in such a big amount? You know, obviously it's 2 pensions and it's quite a huge risk. Bearing in mind, you know, the losses you've taken in the past through being scammed and stuff. What made you take that risk and going so heavy? Because the minimum is £300.
yeah, I think there is a bit of a gambler in me. Two, I said, that is what I'm prepared to lose. And
Okay.
plus, I knew there was going to be good days and bad days.
Mm.
Okay, so we could have a day where we'd lose over 300 pounds. I have had a day where I've lost over 300 pounds.
Yeah.
Okay, you can choose what your lot size is. So if I only
Full
want,
control of your money.
yes.
Yeah.
And I said, I can keep going till that is gone. So when I went back in and rebudgeted, I found another 500. I said, that's going in now. So if it goes, it goes. But I'm in control. I can up and down the leverage. If I didn't like the way it was going, I could put my lot size down or up. I think that's why I decided to put it in. That was it. If that went and I lost it, I lost it. There'd be no more going in. And I think that's why when I seen the way it was going, I said, well, I can up the lot size. I know I should be on +2 or 3. I don't know how to work it out yet. And I think that was me thinking. And like you say, I can do me lot size, see how it goes. And that's what it wasn't a case of I've lost that, put some more in, lost that. That was it. That is what I'm prepared to lose. And that's it. There's no more. Like you say, we're looking at withdrawing soon, but I'm going to hang on and see if I can increase my lot size. But like you say, you've just got to stay in control and not get greedy. But you're like, I've got to keep grabbing this while I can. It's going to stop, but it's not. I'm telling myself when I had a very bad day last week, there's always tomorrow.
Louis.
No, yeah.
And you
So absolutely, and the people aren't going to know till they do it themselves. I've wasted 6 months and at 4,000 and something in 6 days. How much have I lost dragging my heels? Worried, thinking, no, it's got to be a scam. It's got to be a scam, because it's just such, when you think about it, it's just such common sense. Somebody who knows what they're doing. But I didn't know you knew what you were doing. You can tell me you are. But again, the proof of the pudding's in the figures. When people were putting up their things, well, I've had people talk to me, Shane, like you are now, and saying, yes, Siobhan, it's Shane, I'm talking to you. And then they cut off. And the total AI, bearing in mind somebody who worked with vulnerable children, and say, well, I need to know that you're this is how I got scammed. And they just sent me a video. Yes, it's me that you're talking to. And it was a total, and never entered my head. It was a scam. Things change so much, so obviously. But like I say, you're not risking anything with you, Shane. You're risking absolutely nothing.
I want to touch on what you just said as well. Like, there's 2 routes you can go there. You can try to do it yourself and take trades yourself, your own strategy, and risk losing all your money because you're amateur, or you can just copy somebody that knows what they're doing, copy an expert, and simply take a shortcut to the money, instead of going around the houses, losing money for years and years, and then maybe making a bit of money a couple years down the line. That's the route I took, to be fit.
When I was thinking about it, I thought, wait a minute, okay, we're paying a percentage of the winnings, but you go out and you run a business. You're paying for the buildings, you're paying for the staff, you're paying the HR, you're paying the NI. So in relation to what we're paying and what we're earning, we're paying nothing.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. You don't pay me a percentage of anything.
Oh, all right. Well, I didn't know how it worked.
Oh, no. You don't put it. So I make money from Vantage, just through referring client, and obviously, but your profits yourself, you keep 120% of your profit. You want to withdraw your whole 5,900, that all goes to you. You don't give me a penny.
I assumed if I made 100, let's just say, for argument's sake, you got £10 of it. Does that make sense to me?
I mean,
Yeah, well, they're double the. I'll give you 20. No, it's even more unbelievable because that's what I assumed made sense, Shane.
yeah.
Just makes sense, doesn't it? Well, you've really blown me away now. Because that's what I was thinking today. I thought you go out and do a business, and trying to set up that business and paying staff and everything else. What's this? It's nothing. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And Vantage are good as well,
Very good broker.
Yeah, they've got a support and everything else. And that's the other thing, if you were going the other way, the hassle with prop firms. I noticed your video and I agree totally. 2 out of 10, 3 out of 10. And, you know, the amount of money they take. And how does a newbie get a prop firm when they don't know what they're doing? They'll turn you down.
They're behind it. You know, they make a lot of money from newbies paying their challenge fee and failing their accounts, buying a new challenge, failing, buying a new challenge, failing, and that's how these prop firms make their money. But they come across, they try and, you know, make you think that they make their money from splitting the profits with the profitable traders.
It's nearly like I was looking so much to see where the catch was and I couldn't see it. But you've got to go for it. Because they do say, look, if it says it's too good to be true, it is. And we all know that saying.
Yeah.
But this isn't. It's just common sense. You're introducing the client. You obviously know what you're doing. You're a very bright young man. My figures speak for itself. What did we say I've got? 4 months pension in 6 days. You know, when I realised that was the pension just under £900 a month. Imagine having to live off that and then make this. There will be bad days this week. And what I'm trying not to do is set a goal. Right, that's it, 2,000 every day. Or I'm trying not to set a goal.
Blow my mind. Like everything I teach and I tell people not to do, you sort of already know. Because when you set a daily goal,
Seen it, done it, yeah.
yeah, when you set a daily goal and, you know, the market doesn't give you that on that day and you stray further away from your daily goal, saying you're minus, then you eventually go on tilt trying to get back to break even or close to that goal. You can potentially blow your whole account. I've seen it happen. 300 a day, 300 a day, 300 a day, day 3, day 4, they lose everything. You know, that's because they're coming to the market with that expectation, oh, I need to make X amount a day. But this is not a job. You know, a job you might have your money every day, but this is very different. And you just take what the market's willing to give you.
That's exactly what I was going to say. You can only take out of the market what the market's giving that day. And we know if it's giving anything, you'll get it out, Shade. It's as simple as that, really, isn't it? And that's exactly it. Not like tomorrow, I might make £100, but that's because I might be doing other things. I mightn't catch the trade.
Yes, it all depends on your...
The market is saying, you've had enough for the minute, Siobhan. You can wait now. You know, but that's exactly it. It's not to let myself down and get on the high. Well, that's it now. It's 2,000 a day every day, and in a month I'll have this. No, I've experienced the bad days, and there'll be worse days, I assume. But the good days are far better.
100%.